Look, I'm leaving and the cop's coming out. Other 2 videos about this. I left you a note. I didn't want to touch your car. So, alright, I'll have to call you when I get there. I just want a report and the fax number to send it to you because she said she called me an FC and an F retard and all kinds of things outside. And I asked her why she was so angry, and I told her that I took the video down. And I did tell them that they were on YouTube when they got to the house like a month ago or something. But she, I guess, didn't like it after I came in just to follow up with the conversation we had out there at my house when they were standing on my side going over their stuff for the, thank you, fax it right here, fax number on it. All right. What, do I need to put a report number on it or just make it your attention? Make it your attention? But you're not going to record it, right? Just like you wouldn't help me when the KKK threatened me and no one would help me then? Right? You guys said the Kentucky police wouldn't call you back and she happens to live in Kentucky? You guys get along real well. Real well. Yeah, real well. Did I tell you that in the other video? I said she had like a Kentucky accent. See that cop, man? I didn't want to tape her. So I put it down, but I don't know if you could hear her, but she don't care what I do with this. That's one of the officers that arrested me. She don't care what the hell I do with this piece of paper. Someone's an attorney, and you know how to do this stuff. I had a real estate attorney, but not a criminal attorney. Real estate attorney doesn't do criminal stuff, so how, how can he help me? I need some help. I really need some help. There's some Bob leaving. And Steve comes back. She doesn't like me. She doesn't like it when I called her a redneck. Gotta go around the roundabout slowly. That building over here now. There's a really cool lake back there by that barn. They'll probably tear that barn down. That barn's really cool. Got an old stable in it and everything. Building over here. I really got into it. I got the cops that don't give a shit about the KKK. My first jail cell, well, after the holding tank, my jail cell in D block. I didn't notice right away because the door was open and the correctional officer just kept checking, coming around. But then when I woke up in the morning, there was like 3 foot high KKK scratching the door, and no one even tried to take it off. I told my son that on Friday or Saturday. I talked to him a few times since I got out, and my son, he's 24. He told me that this guy he worked with in Indiana one time. Right now he lives in Colorado, my son. But anyway, he told me that this guy I talk too much. You guys gotta know all about me. Anyway, he said that he worked with this guy that was a KKK member. And he had tattoos all over, and this guy told him that that was the biggest gang in prison. Biggest gang in prison. And the guy that rang me up on May 31st, I got a video about it, William Hall in Jenkins, Kentucky, that guy turned out to be in a jail. And the reason I'm pissed off at these Township Police is because I gave that lady, I think it was her that came to my house, I gave her the guy's name and number because he gave it to me and it came up on my caller ID. And anyway, she did nothing with it, nothing. I tried to show her the video that I put a peace comment on, and the guy came and attacked my channel and like 1-starred all my videos. And she's like, everything I had 5 stars on, he like 1 star. Anyway. So that all stuff going on, I'm trying to show her, and I'm trying to tell her about the phone calls. I have 3 that night, but the 3rd one was the guy that told me who he was and everything. So I called him back the next day. She just takes it and says, okay, well, I'd get a gun. She told me to get a gun. I'm getting sidetracked. I get sidetracked a lot. She said, get a gun. I said, why do I want a gun? I don't want to kill anybody. She goes, well, I'd get a gun. That was her only advice. And then when I said, well, I don't have money for a gun, maybe I should get one off the street. She's like, well, do what you need to do. Like, she didn't even tell me it was illegal. Anyway. I don't want to own a gun. I really don't like guns. I mean, I know people want the right to own a gun, but if you don't have a gun, you can't kill anyone. Does that make sense? I'm driving fast now, but anyway, the second day I got the death threat was June 1st, and I was inside the city of Dayton, and I called the Dayton police, right? And I called the Dayton police, and I told them, and they said, where do you live? And I said, Township, and they said, well, you need to call them. And I said, well, they didn't do anything. They won't, you know, they don't care. And they said, well, tell them that you want something done. So I called the Township police up, and I said, look, you know, I got the call again. He said he's not waiting till this weekend. He's coming down tonight, which was Monday, June 2nd, or June 1st, right. And they said, oh, yeah, we traced that. This is a man. He calls me back. I have to leave a message. He says, we traced that call, and it goes to William Hall in Jenkins, Kentucky, and it's in his wife's name, and he is in jail. I'm like, oh, really? It was in some, like, correctional institute in Kentucky, in some town with a C or something. It was, I can't remember. Anyway, the video's on my favorites. So I'm like, well, when were you going to call me and tell me that? When I was dead? Jesus. So I actually got upset with them, and I was like, look, if you don't help me, I'm going to believe you are behind the KKK. Because if you don't help me, this is ridiculous. I got death threats, and you're not doing a thing about it. So the guy called me back and said, okay, well, we'll have someone watching your house. Well, now the cops don't like me. Who's going to be watching at my house? I'm going to call the other sheriff and see if they'll help me out, even though it's not their jurisdiction, but it's only like 200 feet. 20 feet, I mean, like no feet out of their jurisdiction. Because this isn't right. It's not right. Not right at all. Just like 20 foot at the border. It's not right. There's a lot of hate. I'm in the county where it's friggin', I think it's the county I live in, or the one below, or the one below that, or whatever. The warlord or wizard lives there. There's a lot of this hate, and I'm being told